Hey there wizards, and congrats on making it to section 15 on visual arts. Let's begin with unit 1 on visual literacy. In this section, we will look at the elements of art and how they relate to images of buildings and architecture. A line is a mark with greater length than width. Lines can be horizontal, vertical, or diagonal, straight or curved, thick or thin. A shape is a closed line. Shapes can be geometric, like squares or circles, or organic, like a free form or natural shapes. Shapes are flat and can express length and width. Forms are three-dimensional shapes expressing length, width, and depth. Balls, cylinders, boxes, and pyramids are forms. Space is the area between and around objects. The space around objects is often called negative space because negative space has shape. Space can also refer to the feeling of depth. Real space is three-dimensional. In visual art, when we create the feeling or illusion of depth, we call it space. Color is light reflected off of objects. Color has three main characteristics: hue, which is the name of the color such as red, green, or blue; value, how light or dark the color is; and intensity, how bright or dull it is. White is pure light. Black is the absence of light. Primary colors are the only true colors: red, blue, and yellow, and all other colors are mixtures of primary colors. Secondary colors are two primary colors mixed together, and intermediate colors, sometimes called tertiary colors, are made by mixing a primary and a secondary color together. Some examples of intermediate colors are yellow-green, blue-green, and blue-violet. Contemporary colors are located directly across from one another and on the color wheel, an arrangement of the colors along a circular diagram to show how they relate to one another. Complementary pairs contrast because they share no common colors. For example, red and green are complements because the green is made up of blue and yellow. When complementary colors are mixed together, they neutralize each other to make brown. Texture is a surface quality that can be seen and felt. Textures can be rough or smooth, soft or hard, and textures do not always feel the way they look. For example, a drawing of a porcupine may look prickly, but if you touch the drawing, the paper is so smooth. Principles of the design that we covered in your previous lessons were pattern, repetition, rhythm or movement, proportion and scale, balance, unity, emphasis, and contrast. How does art relate to buildings? We spend our day in different types of buildings. You wake up in your homes, then you go to school, and after school, your mom stops off the shopping mall to pick up some groceries. What can you see about the differences in these buildings? The people that designs the different type of buildings are called architects. What do architects do? Architects design homes, hotels, office buildings, schools, hospitals, sports arenas, shopping malls, and so much more. Although the appearance of these buildings are important, architects need to consider the appearance and other factors like building costs and the function, and make sure that they pass 3 tests. The building must be safe for people to use, the building must serve the purpose for which it was designed, and the building must be pleasing to one's senses. A design is simply a plan. Before constructing a building, an architect needs to draw a plan of the building, and sometimes architects will make a cardboard plastic model of the building. The building is then built by a construction company which follows the directions of the plans for the building. The architects will closely supervise the construction company to make sure that the building is built according to his plans.